What's up, you guys? I'm B.Simone.
And I'm Megan Ashley.
And welcome to the Know For Sure podcast, where we talk about healing, growing, evolving, and having the tough conversations.
Yes, and we also talk about relationships, not just romantic relationships, but platonic relationships.
Like the relationship I have with my best friend, Megan Ashley, of 20 years.
20 years, baby.
Yes, baby. Do you know for sure?
I think I know for sure, but what I do know for sure is after this episode, you're going to know something for sure.
Welcome back to the Know For Sure podcast, you guys. Jesus, we had to cut some stuff out.
Seriously.
A little girl talk.
Chatty.
Oh, well.
It's like the mic is hot.
The mic is hot. The block is hot.
The block is hot. The block is hot.
Yeah.
Who is that?
Hot Boys.
Hot Boys. I knew the song.
Who sing that?
I forgot.
Megan don't know nothing ghetto, y'all. She's like, I know the song, but I don't know who
I know
it is.
Boosie.
Do Boosie's song. I know Boosie. You wanted to say that so bad. Do a Boosie song.
Doesn't he spell out independent?
You're close.
Do you know what that means?
That's Webby. And they were friends.
Were they in the same? Was he in the video with him?
Probably.
Okay, that's why.
Was he? Somebody pulled it up. He was? Okay. Was he on a remix or on the record? He was on a remix. Yeah. It's like yeah. BOOSIEBADAZZ. That's me. Good.
She loves it.
He said, Yellow Bone's trying to steal my underwear. Got a hit called Set It Off. Everybody set it off. What is he talking about? I love it. Got a hit called Set It Off. He is 50, still rapping like that.
50 rapping.
Boosie, come on.
And why was she stealing his drawers?
I'm trying to steal my underwear.
What does that mean?
She was a fan.
Why do you steal people's underwear?
I mean, they probably, got a hotel. They slept together, and it's like, I'm going to take his underwear.
To prove
that I slept with Boosie.
Period. Okay, that makes sense.
I ain't done that, but it's like, you saying it like you know the tricks. It's like, Doug, when you get the hotel room before you check out, you got to say, I got Boosie's drawers. Y'all believe me? I fucked them. It's like, oh my God. Excuse my language.
Speaking of cleaning it up.
Welcome to the Know For Sure podcast.
Jesus.
I am B.Simone.
And I am Megan Ashley. That was funny.
Whew. And we're back.
It's like, just because you're crescendoing and
does not
decrescendoing
mean you're on pitch.
Sing.
Yeah. But we're back, y'all. We got something to talk about. Let's start with that. Well, we need to start with merch first. We're in the merch.
Y'all saw it last week.
Y'all saw it last week. The merch is out now, baby. Out now.
Hopefully there's some left.
But by this time, it's probably sold out. I don't know what to tell y'all. Gone with the wind. We got hats, socks.
Bam.
Biker shorts, commit and submit. This is the meant to know collection. I'm say meant to be.
For sure meant to be.
It's meant to be. But it's meant to know. The meant to know collection, y'all. Go over to the knowforsure.com.
What is our website?
Of the website.
Is it the
knowforsure.com?
The knowforsure.com.
The knowforsure.com. Because I was going to say the Know For Sure pod, and it's not that. The knowforsure.com. Get the merch, y'all. If there's still pieces left. If there's not, I'm so sorry. We love you guys, but we have it on in this episode. So yeah. Cleaning up art. We talked about that yesterday.
Cleaning it up.
Cleaning up your act.
Clean it up.
But we also said that it's just happening naturally. It's not like we're like, we can't do this. We can't do that. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that.
Yes. Or trying to do it to achieve something specific in monetary things.
For sure.
It's not that.
For sure. Or doing it just to be like, because we're talking about certain things, I can't do this.
Yeah.
And not walking in your truth. I'm not there yet with certain things, and certain things I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not, there are certain things that I'm not, I don't know. You know me, I live by God's grace is sufficient for you. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, whatever he tells you to do that.
Whatever he convicts you personally of.
I mean, there are things that you ain't supposed to do, right? Like, you ain't supposed to go and bipping.
Right. Don't go rob. Don't go kill.
You know that not to do. So there are certain things that are just very clear not to do. Yeah. But there are certain convictions that you have that I may not have.
Ooh-wee.
You know what I mean? I might tell you to not do that. He may not tell me that. You know what I'm saying? But whatever he tells you to do, I feel like that's what you should do. And I think that has naturally happened with us. Just like, you know, like cussing. Like, we don't cuss as much. Do I still cuss?
Yes.
Absolutely.
But more conscious of it.
But I'm more conscious of it. Even in my personal life, I'm more conscious of it.
Yeah.
I don't just let anything fly. Where I used to be like,
and it's not just like, oh, I'm not supposed to be cussing. It's like, it just doesn't feel as right anymore. Yeah. Like he'll change you and you won't want to do certain things. That's how I'm with drinking now. Like, I stopped drinking. I've been sober. I went to Dubai. We talked about that the last episode. Traveling, being in the clubs,
How was that experience?
Easy. I don't feel like I'm fighting that. Like, I want to drink so bad. I got little mocktails and stuff, and I'm like, all this sugar. Give me water. It's like, I don't need a virgin mojito.
5 of them.
5 virgin. You drinking Kool-Aid.
For sure.
You know? So it's like, it's been super easy though. Yeah. I still have energy. I'm still having fun. I don't feel like I'm missing out, but I've never been convicted to not drink until recently. So when it happened. You feel
like it's like, God is like, do not. For right now.
Yeah.
Fully.
Yeah, fully. Okay. Like, I just be sober all around in general. No drinking, no smoking, and just committing to that. And I feel like it might be a forever thing. I don't feel like I have the desire to do it. Yeah. And like I said, I was just saying a minute ago, I'm a social drinker, like a social smoker. Like, we going to dinner, we're going to have some wine. Or I might have wine at the house or have a drink at brunch or have a mimosa. Like, but once I was convicted of that goes back to being obedient. Yeah. If you're convicted of something, you have to listen in that moment. I didn't have peace about continuing it. You know what I mean? It was like, God told me not to do that right now, you know, or just in general. He didn't say right now. He said, stop drinking. He wanted me to have a sober mind. And it's been an easy transition for me. It hasn't been a battle.
Do you feel like you've seen a change within yourself, like personally? Do you feel different? Do you feel like you're clearer or, you know, more?
I feel like okay, like going to the club and drinking and I don't know how to explain it, but like, not why did I do that? But like, dang, I really didn't need to do that. I
didn't need it.
Yeah, I didn't need it. I feel like I have the same experience, the same fun, the same litness without that substance, you know? Yeah. So I'm like, like, and then it almost like if I do it again, I'm not scared to do it, but like.
What would that be like?
And it might be a letdown. Like, I did not need to do that. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That happened with masturbation.
What?
Because you know how I gave up masturbation? I'm sorry. I mean, but it correlated. It was a letdown.
I see the correlation.
Because I stopped masturbating and then I did it one time.
And it wasn't fun.
I didn't say it wasn't fun.
You were convicted the whole time. I got it off, but it didn't feel as fulfilling. I definitely felt 100%.
After I was like,
why did you do that?
I was like, my bad. I just looked at God. I said, you know my heart, bro. I was like, I was so stupid.
Okay, you guys, before continuing on with this episode, I have to talk about something really quick. There is nothing worse than going to a doctor's appointment, especially as a mom of 3, with all that anxiety, rushing around, the bags, car seats, all of that stuff, and then you walk into the doctor's office and you feel like you're annoying him.
No, seriously, that literally happened to me. And instead of listening to you and asking you how you feel in a way that feels genuine, the doctor is checking the clock. Immediately, you regret even going to the doctor, and you feel like you're just another patient in their chair.
But good news, guys, I found a solution for all of us, and it's ZocDoc. You'll find quality doctors who focus on you, listen to you, and prioritize your care.
ZocDoc is the only free app that lets you find and book doctors who are patient-reviewed, take your insurance, and are available when you need them, and treat almost every condition under the sun, y'all.
Surprise twist may work in your favorite movie or even on this podcast. Maybe you show up every week to watch us and you have no idea what we're going to give you, but that does not work for medical care.
With ZocDoc, there are no more alarms and no surprises, y'all. Choose from thousands of patient-reviewed doctors, specialists, browse doctor profiles, upload and verify your information, and get the care you need.
Go to ZocDoc.com/KFS and download the ZocDoc app for free. Then find and book a top-rated doctor today. Many are available within 24 hours. That's ZocDoc.com/KFS. ZocDoc.com/KFS. Now back to the show, guys. Why did I
Wait
do that?
on your man, girl.
For 2 seconds.
It was like that. It looked 10-piece.
He's acting for time.
I ain't gonna do it. Don't 2 second me. When God
said, I like quality and quantity.
Quality? Oh.
You said, I want both. I need time.
No, but I did. I had to admit that. And I didn't have to do it on the mic, but I'm just letting y'all know. When you convicted of something, God delivers you. You might backslide, but you get back on track.
That's a real thing, and that applies to anything. Whether it's a diet, working out, whatever. Like, you're human. And I think that's the biggest thing that, like, I'm learning in this season is, like, yes, you love God. Yes, you follow Christ, right? And you try to emulate his character. Mm-hmm. You're also human too. You're human, yeah. And God's grace is sufficient for you. So it's okay if you have human moments. And something that John Bevere said, and he's the one who wrote the book that that I've been obsessed with. But he was like, your flesh isn't something that can be cast down. It's something that has to be crucified. And it's a daily
every day. You could be like, oh, I don't do that no more. All right, a couple months go by, it might creep up, temptation might creep up. You have to do it daily.
I think that's why it's so important too for me to have such a committed relationship with God, because I will reach a capacity. Because anybody can make a decision. Yeah. I can make a decision. I can say, I'm never going to do that again and make a choice to never do it again. But I will reach a capacity if I don't have extra help or support. So it's like it's like a recovering addict of any type of drug or alcohol. It's like there are people who have gone 10 years and not had a drink, but they stay in AA. Yep. They have a sober.
They don't put themselves in situations to be tempted.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So because if a drink was to sit in front of them, that
you can make temptation a choice to grab
is
it.
Still there. Yep. So it's like I have to have and I think this is the beauty about having a relationship with God, for me at least, is that I can have a friend that holds me accountable. I can have a life partner that holds me accountable. I can have children that hold me accountable. I can have a parent that holds me accountable, a job that holds me accountable. But when I am alone and I have no one there but me, who is going to help me accountable when you reach your capacity? Yep. And it's like, I need that
the Holy Spirit.
Yes, bro. I need that extra check to help me, because I reach my capacity quickly.
Yep. And that's why relationship is so important. And we go back to, what is God telling you to do? Yeah. The only way for you to know that is for him to hear his voice. I had never been convicted of alcohol ever in my life. Really? Never. I never felt like I was doing anything wrong. And I still don't feel like, I'm not even going to say it's not wrong. I still don't feel like, oh, I was sinning. I was so wrong. I just feel like God told me to stop. I don't need to know the why. I'm being obedient. I'm not, when I was out with all my friends in Dubai and moving around, I didn't say, you don't need to be drinking. Yeah. You need to put that, you need to have a relationship with God. That's what you need to do. Yeah. God told me to be sober. I am fine with this sparkling water. Have fun. Do you, so it's a balance between letting people have their own conviction, and the only way to do that is for them to have relationship. And not being like, well, you don't need to do this, and you don't. I'm focused on what God told me to do. I'm so focused on my vertical relationship with him. I never felt convicted about alcohol ever until he said, don't do that. Then I just said, okay.
And because you have again, going back to obey is better than sacrifice, you have no idea what your obedience is saving you from. You have no idea what it's protecting you from.
Yeah, just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it. And be content in the obedience because you never know. That's why what my mom said, she was like, you want to get to a point where you're so close with God, if he tell you to turn left or right, you do it without thinking instantly about it. Because you never know. Yeah. That wrong turn could have put you in a whole accident. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. You just don't know. That's why I'm like, for me, I can't be left to myself. I need some type of guidance, because I will lead myself straight to hell.
LA. Last episode. If you don't,
LA.
If you didn't listen to the last episode, you don't know what we're talking about.
For sure. Straight to LA.
Ooh, straight to LA.
But see, that's another thing that I think, like, going back to kind of how we were raised, going to church, was like everything was such a don't do
Don't
this,
do that,
don't
don't do
this,
that, don't do that.
You know, like, don't drink.
It was
don't do
rules
drugs.
and regulations,
Yes, and
not
relationship.
Wow.
And it's like, if the church treated lying just as bad as they treated adultery,
right?
If the church
or murder
talked
as
about
bad as
unforgiveness
Yep.
as much as they talked about
Gossip.
homosexuality,
Yep.
let's just keep it a
Yep.
buck.
Yep. Because in the church, it's all equal.
It's
A sin is a sin.
It's the anything that separates you is what it is. The sin.
It's a sin.
Whatever separation you got. Like my mom said, chips.
Right.
God told her to stop eating chips.
Right.
If she were to continue to eat chips, she would be in sin.
Be disobedient.
But we don't talk about, like, that's not talked about.
Yeah.
It's more about, don't do this and this is wrong and this is wrong.
Yep.
Well, so is unforgiveness.
Yeah.
But we stay.
And you're still holding that in your heart. Ooh, wow. Yep.
What?
Yep.
We walk around bitter,
Yep.
hard.
Yep.
Our heart is hardened. We're
Yep.
not even empathetic to anything anymore. We're not sensitive. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like we need to talk more about the
All
heart
that.
posture.
Yeah. The heart posture.
It's your heart
It's the
posture.
heart posture in
and
the
I have
relationship.
experienced that the most this month I've ever experienced, probably since when I like really was like on fire for God and like really gave my life to him when I was a teenager. Like I've never
When did you
felt,
give your life to Christ?
I mean, at a young age,
Okay,
I think I was
okay.
9, and then I made my open confession at like 10 or something,
Oh.
and got baptized and all that. But I'm saying, like, I was really like, you know, converted for real, like as a teenager,
Got you. Okay.
up until I was 16.
Okay.
And then after 16, I went crazy. That's when suicide, depression, self-harm, sex, all these things I was involved with at 16. And I felt that separation.
Yeah.
I feel like I've always had like a rapport with God, but I didn't
Yeah.
have that tight relationship where I felt my heart change. Like I could change my actions, but that's me. I'm just deciding, I know this is wrong, so I'll fix my actions
Wow.
because I know it's wrong.
But your heart posture.
But my heart
yeah.
didn't change.
Renewing it.
Like it didn't, my heart didn't feel
Becoming a different person.
Yeah, like, and the best way
Becoming a different person.
I can describe it is kind of, I don't know if you've heard of Jackie Hill. I
love her.
I love her.
I love her. Come on the pie, girl.
I know. I want her to come so bad. I love her. But she was talking about, she was like, you know, when I gave my life to God, she was like, I was a whole new person. She was like, I dressed the same, I looked the same, I talked the same. She's like, but everything about me was different. And she said we know that God is omnipresent, right? Means he's everywhere. She was like, I always knew that, but what happened is I cared. Like I
Meaning
always knew that, yeah, God's like he's
Yeah.
But like we do stuff, if he's omnipresent,
You gonna do that in front of him?
would you do that in front of him?
Yep.
And having that awareness and actually caring that he is right here,
there. He's right
watching
there.
this, and not even in the major ways. Not I'm having sex with this person. He's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Not even in the major way. Your
The
heart,
little
ain't right.
stuff. Your heart
wasn't
Your
right.
heart.
When you said that, your heart posture wasn't right.
Your heart. Yeah.
Like, and God has been like, for me, my heart has been the biggest focus.
Yeah.
Not my actions.
Yeah.
Not my behaviors. Not my
Like
heart.
the why, the intent.
The pure.
Like,
and God being like, I'll be in social environments and God will be like, remember that right now. We'll talk about it later. Check that. Your heart ain't right. Check it. Where's your heart posture?
That's good. That's so good,
in
though.
the littlest things. Why
Yeah.
did you just do that?
Why did you do that? What was the intent behind it?
Why did you do that?
What was the why?
Why did you feel that way?
Yeah.
Why did you respond that way?
Yeah.
And like, he already knows the why. But
Yeah.
It's the just
Bringing
like
the
therapy,
awareness to you. Yeah,
bringing
yeah.
it to you, and so that you can locate your heart.
Yeah.
A lot of times, God isn't. If he's all knowing, he's all knowing. He doesn't ask questions to gain knowledge.
It's for us.
He asks so that you can locate your
become
heart.
aware.
I know where your heart's at.
Wow,
I need you to
wow.
see where your heart. You're so oblivious. The Bible says that the heart is deceitful above all men. Who can know it but God?
And
Even you can deceive your own self.
I was just about to say that. You have to sit with yourself and be like, was my intent pure? You don't even know.
You don't even know.
When you get so deep, like the point where I'm at now, my mind does not stop when it comes to God and who I am. It can be
in every little way.
every little way. Why did I do that? Was my heart, you have to seriously ask yourself those questions. I asked myself the other day, I said, was that something a good person would do? Are you a good person? Because is that something a good person would do? What was the intent behind it?
What was the intent?
That has been the prayer. Renew my soul. Give me a clean heart. Help my intent be pure. You know?
That's a major, and I say that because I think it's a major component that we don't discuss enough as believers. Because it's
just
easy
doing the
to
acts
convict people and be like, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. And it's like, where's your heart at?
Yeah, or just doing the right thing.
Yeah,
but your heart is not in the right place.
Heart is not in the right place. Where is your heart?
Yeah. Are
you doing this because it's trending? And you just want to be relevant? You just want to have something to say and go along with the trend? Are you in therapy because you need it? Because you think you really need it? Are you in it? 'Cause I had to check myself on it. Like, I signed up for therapy for how many months? 4 months of therapy. I paid all of it up front. And I was like, and give me I want weekly, not a bi-weekly. I said, give it to me every week. I want to do it. And then I had to ask myself and be real with myself and check my heart. Why are you going to therapy? Are you doing
what
this?
What do you think the reason was?
I decided to go to give me an alternate perspective and to keep me accountable. That was my landing decision on, okay, here. Because this is going to keep me accountable. Okay. And this is going to open me up to a different perspective.
Do you think that stemmed from our conflict, or you're just saying in general?
Well, I never thought I could no, I've never been against therapy. It would be hard to find somebody that can keep up with your mind. Got you. And so that has always been a struggle, which is like, I don't give up.
Because for anything, I don't need to go. Because
it's not like I don't need it, but I just can't find anybody that can match me in that way. And two, because God is such a foundation for me, because everything goes back to that. So you can tell me something, but if it conflicts with what the words say, I'm not, it doesn't work for me. It has to be
logical and spiritual.
It has to make sense.
Both.
And so it has to make sense. So I finally found somebody. And that was my prayer to God. If you want me to go to therapy, help me. These are the things that I feel like I need, or like these are the things I would want. And so when I found that therapist who had all those checkpoints, I was like, okay, that was for me a sign that says, go ahead and do that. And I determined in my heart, I need this for accountability and alternate perspective. And so when I had that first session, that was exactly what I got. Okay. Accountability and an alternate, somebody that was going to challenge my thoughts, somebody that was going to even if it was right, there's still a challenge there to
it's still a possibility.
Yeah,
for
just
the
think
other
about
side.
it this way.
That's
think about
good.
it this way. Think about it this way. Actually, that's good. Continue to do that. Like that affirmation was important too. That's good. Continue to do that.
Because everything you're doing ain't wrong. You know what I mean? Everything isn't you. No. Everything,
Sometimes it just needs to be tweaked or matured, or maybe you should evolve that thought a little bit. Yeah. Maybe you stopped and you need to continue to
explore that.
Yeah. So that was my landing decision on why therapy was like, do that. But I had to check it though, because I will literally not do something to appease, but if I hear the same suggestion more than 3 times, then I'll be like, all right, fine.
I'll just do it.
I did it. Now what? But to make that decision and have I guess I said all that to say, I would not have landed there had I not been intentional about changing my heart. I wouldn't have been aware that my heart was, yes. I would have did it for behavioral things, not because my heart genuinely
truly
yearning to change that. Yeah. You know what I mean? And keep it accountable.
And you feel like you are changing?
Oh, yeah.
Good.
100%.
Good.
My heart isn't, and it may not be the outside things. Like, I am still who I am. My personality is my personality. Yeah. But my heart, though,
different. Good.
And I mean, in certain ways.
Yeah.
Like, to really make sure my heart is pure.
Yeah.
And it's
in all ways.
In all ways. Yep. And sometimes it's not even a evil or a bad thing. It's just your heart can be set to please something else above God. And that was my biggest thing. Your heart my heart belongs to him. And it is to glorify who he is in my life, not to appease.
Not anything else.
Not anything else. And I think that was the biggest thing that I could feel different in my life, is that I want to, I'm aware that he's present all the time.
That's good.
Just like I don't cuss in front of my mom.
Good. Yeah. That same reverence. 24/7.
I'm aware that you're around me. I'm
matter
aware,
who
and I'm
around.
aware that you can see me on the inside, not just on the outside. You can see this. You can
like
see
that
my
in
act,
prayer,
but
though.
you can see this.
Even in prayer, when you say certain things, you got to stop yourself. You're like, did I? You know, I can't play you.
Playing.
I can't play you. I can't lie to you. I can't come to you and say, and when you do find those things in prayer, or you do find those things that you need to change, just ask him to change it.
Like you get into like a routine in prayer. Is that what you mean?
No, I'm saying like maybe if I'm praying something, or be like something I shouldn't have said, or something, maybe something I shouldn't have did, or something it's like, well, I don't need to say, well, God, let me give an example. God, please forgive me for that. You're not really sorry you did that. So I'm not going to say, like,
you just know it's wrong.
Or I'm saying, if I'm not sorry I did something, and I'm going to God and saying I'm sorry, God knows you're not sorry. So God changed my heart to be sorry.
I want to
feel that.
I want to feel that.
Right.
And I didn't.
So I can't play you.
Right.
So instead of saying, God, you know I'm sorry, I repent right now. Am I really sorry? No, I'm not. I don't feel sorry. So because God changed my heart to be sorry.
Do you feel like you felt that change? Like, have you gone to him about something and been like, change me in that, and you can feel that?
The more honest I am, the more I change.
Okay.
The more honest I am, the more I change.
Yeah.
I feel that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just little things like more clarity on things. Same with our relationship. I just want clarity. Show me clarity. Give me clarity. Give me, the closer I get to you, the more clear I'll get.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, spend time with me.
Yeah.
You worried about clarity. You worried about KFS. You worried about your friendship. Focus on me.
Yeah.
And the closer you get to me, all that other stuff will fall into place.
Out. Yeah.
But I feel good about that. I feel at a good space with where I'm at with all of that. You know, it's uncomfortable. I'm still uncomfortable. But I'm not, like we were talking about the other day when we prayed, I was like, I'm not worried. And I pray I stay that way. I pray I stay hopeful and faithful and lack of worry. Because I haven't felt those emotions yet when it comes to our friendship or anything. But it's still a fog for me. It's still a fog.
Yeah. I haven't felt a fear or worry, but I am very anchored, I guess is the best way I can say it. I don't have a fault. Like, I'm not worried, foggy about anything. I think I probably gained a lot more clarity recently, but I'm very anchored. Like,
in what way?
Very, like, my heart is very fixed in one direction. Like, I'm not
like angry.
Well, my heart just isn't moving. Like, it's not moving.
Oh, you
towards
said anchored.
Anchored.
I thought you said angered.
No, anchored.
Got you.
Anchored. It's not swayed by, like, certain things would pull my, like, if an opportunity for me to be hurt came, my heart would immediately pull
to that direction.
Heart. Yeah, because your heart is deceitful, right? So if your heart is deceitful, so when people are like, follow your heart, no, don't follow your heart. Your heart
can be
is deceitful
deceived.
Because it can be deceived.
Wow.
So if there's an opportunity for your heart to be pulled in a sad direction, a depressed direction, an anxiety-driven direction, a fearful direction, a hopeless direction, an angered direction, if that opportunity, if your heart isn't anchored, it will move to wherever it's pulled because it's deceitful. It will just, it's not loyal. It will go to wherever it's pulled. But when you're anchored, and that's how I feel like there are things that tug. I feel the tug. I feel the pull to be angry, to be mad, to be let down, I feel the pull of those things. But the fact that I am not turning in those directions.
Do you feel the pull in the opposite direction? Like the peace, the
anchored is that.
Okay.
When I stay anchored,
Okay.
I'm at peace.
Okay.
I have joy.
Okay.
I sleep. I'm not anxiety because
Got
it's
you.
in the direction of him.
Got
I'm
you.
not pulled any other way.
Okay.
Because in him is everything. Like in him is joy,
Yeah.
peace, abundant. Like in him
everything.
is everything. So I'm not pulled in any other direction. I feel that doesn't mean the opportunities don't come.
Mm-hmm.
The opportunities present themselves often, but I'm not easily moved by it.
Yeah.
Like I am to feel unbothered
is a blessing. That's what true freedom.
And it's
freedom.
not. It's and I
freedom,
mean it. And there's like this, and this is how I know it's a heart thing because I am more grieved spiritually than I am bothered.
Okay.
Like when I used to see things, I would react because I can see things. God has given me a gift of discernment. I can discern some stuff, see it, but I don't respond out of my flesh anymore, out of what I think, out of what it feels for me. I go straight and pray about it now.
Yeah.
And it's more of that thing. It's more of like, I'm not mad at things. I'm grieved, if anything. If I see something that would usually hurt my feelings or whatever, I'm grieved by it, but I'm not
angry or upset. That's
nothing.
Good. That's good.
Which can be, for me, I'm like, I need to be careful because I can not care. And that's not.
And that's why I was asking, like, being anchored in the other way, making sure that doesn't put up a wall or being like,
yes.
Bet, I don't give a fuck. Or, like going in that direction.
But I mean, don't get me wrong. There are days where I have to, sometimes the work is more work. Some days than other days. Some days I'm like, whatever. And then other days it's like, ooh, all right, today's a day you want to put that work in today.
Killing the flesh daily though, like you said.
Put that work in today.
Yeah.
But I'm not, I don't feel so bothered.
Good.
I'm like,
good.
That's okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Good.
Like that is okay. And you're okay. And even if you felt that, that's okay.
Yeah.
But check it. And go get your heart right. Some days I go in my office, go get your heart right. Before you go respond to even with my kids, before you go respond, Jonah did something the other day and the Holy Spirit checked me because I was about to go off on him. I mean off, just being disrespectful.
Yeah. Jonah in that mouth. She'd be like, Jonah.
He gets it honest. But he was in the kitchen doing something and I wanted to spaz because I was tired. It's the end of the day. I've been running around trying to get stuff done.
You're like, this is a cherry on top.
Don't do this right now. And literally said, talk to him. That was it. Talk to him. Don't yell at him. Talk to him.
Yeah.
Which I usually do with my kids, but if you take me to a certain point, I'm done talking.
Yeah.
So he was like, talk to him. And I talked to him. And we had a conversation. I was like, I wasn't going to yell, scream, not going to spank you. I'm not doing any of that. I need you to fix this. He said, okay, went to bed. The next day, had a bad day. He did it again. And I went off. Because then I was like, told the Holy Spirit, move. Because that didn't work.
Flick that angel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That didn't work.
Yeah.
And I went off on him. But then I felt convicted. So I went back and talked to him. And I put him in my lap and I prayed. Now, usually we'll pray a little bit, but I prayed for Jonah and I prayed for his heart. I didn't pray for his behavior. I prayed for his heart.
Yeah.
I said, God, touch Jonah's heart.
Yeah.
Come in and touch his heart so that he can be more like you, so that he doesn't respond in ways that are not pleasing to you. So I started praying for my son's heart. No lie. The next day, they go to their dad's house. Jonah plays a baseball game. And then Sunday, they go to church. Brandon, my ex, texted me and said, I just walked into children's service and Jonah had his eyes closed and has hands raised and worshiping.
Oh my God.
Then he sends me a picture that Jonah wrote a note to Eli and said, Eli, please forgive me. If I haven't been a good brother, I hope that we can continue to have a great relationship.
Oh my God.
Now,
that gave me chills.
that was another, for me, the fact that God instructed me.
Yep.
And I listened.
It was a sign of obedience.
He said, go talk to him.
Being obedient.
Pray for, pray for his behavior.
Yep.
Pray for his heart.
Mm-hmm.
And then to see
it shift and quick. Oh, God can do it so quick.
And even if Jonah, because he will struggle, like the other day, next day he struggled.
God is showing you the proof that it's there.
I'm showing you that I can do it.
In your obedience.
Be obedient and I can do it. Not you can do it. I'm not asking you to be
to change Jonah's heart.
I'm not asking, and I'm not asking you to do it through your ability.
Yeah.
I'm saying pray for his heart, talk to him, and watch me. Just be obedient.
Do what I told you to do.
What I
watch
do
me
with
work.
it. Prime Video is entertainment for you, every you, because women are more than just one thing. There's a you that can light up a stage like Mrs. Maisel, but there's also a you that just wants a lazy brunch with your girls in Harlem.
Prime Video is for the teenager falling in love you who turned pretty one summer and the 30-something who knew she had it going on all along. For the dreamer who gets lost in the wheel of time and the fan who dreams of playing in the WNBA.
The strong you who can beat the boys like Starlight, and the not so strong you who can't get through an episode of Swarm without covering your eyes. We're for the messy, the marvelous, and everything in between.
World-changing, nap-taking, road-breaking you just as you are. Prime Video is entertainment for you, every you. Restrictions apply. See Amazon.com/Amazon Prime for details.
So the fact that my 9-year-old son, who would never lift his hands, close his eyes, and worship in church, was worshiping in church and felt convicted to apologize to his brother. Was the evidence that God was changing not only my heart posture, but what gets in the head gets in the body. So for me, I'm the head of my household.
Right into your children.
And it is coming down all the way down to my kids. And showing me that when you do it, it will get down to them. But you gotta do it first.
You have to do it.
Because I couldn't have prayed for Jonah's heart to be fixed if I hadn't prayed for my heart to be fixed. How can Jonah's heart be fixed? How can Eli's heart be fixed? And Jordan and Caleb.
I want to see that picture.
He didn't take a picture of it. He just texted me. He was like, if I would have pulled out my phone, he would have been mad.
For sure. It's like, then he would have been like, all right, now we're back to square one. I'm not doing this again.
He's like, you know what? Forget this heart.
Wow.
But yeah, it just was evident that when, for any single moms or parents or whoever, even you, even the single, your heart and how that will trickle down
everybody's heart, whether you're in a relationship,
everyone around you. That heart posture. And now I feel even free. Like I'm still me. I'm still going to do the most for everybody. That's just who I am. I'm a giver. I'm going to do the most. I don't care. I'm never going to be. And I prayed for that. I was like, God, don't taint my heart I don't want to be that person that's like, I'm never going to be whatever again. But even in doing it, doing things for other people feels good in a different way. Like it feels like I'm not only pleasing you, but I have the awareness that I'm pleasing the Father. And that feels
you're
good.
using me as a vessel.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. Yeah. You're using me as a vessel. They need it more than me, or this is a moment for them. Yeah. They might only see God through that moment. Yeah.
It could be them, and it's an opportunity that you open yourself up for him. Yeah. Like by me doing this and being obedient, I open myself up for the possibilities of whatever you want to give me because I was obedient.
And you trust me with it.
And you trust me, yeah. And just being a good steward over it all, over my relationship, over my heart, over my just learning how to be a better steward over what has been given to me and being more appreciative over what I have and not what I've lost. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like really gaining that perspective of loving what you have. Yeah. And that's a hard thing. Like I can't, describe it in any other way. But when you feel your heart change, not your behaviors, because it's not the behavior, it's a heart behind it. You can feel
who
it.
You truly are.
Who you truly
are.
Because there's a lot of people doing a lot of good things.
And who you are is just evil, malicious, no pure intent.
No purity. None.
Yeah.
But doing the right thing. That's why it's so dangerous. Like, just be a good person.
Yep. Yep. Ooh, okay. Because man sees, the outer, God sees the heart. You can't really see nobody's heart. I don't know why you're doing what you're doing.
I don't.
God knows that.
Nope. And but when as you're closer to him, you're able to decipher.
Yeah, your discernment.
Whose heart is off and who's not.
Yeah,
you can feel it.
You can
your
feel
heart
it.
Ain't right.
For sure.
Your heart ain't right.
For sure.
And I think that's another thing. As I continue to mature in this, I want to be, and I'm like, God, bring people in my life and let me be a person in other people's lives where that can be discussed and accounted for. Like, how's your heart? Mm-hmm. Where's your heart at right now? Mm-hmm. Because that's how God is checking me, and I pray that I can, continue to have that. But I wonder where we would be if we asked each other, how's your heart?
And if you were honest.
And if you were honest.
You gotta be honest.
Because I can ask, but if you're not honest about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How would this world be if we were really honest and accountable to what we say we believe? Mm-hmm. What would that look like? Mm-hmm. Like, what would that
and getting
really
to know
look
your
like?
heart and yourself more, because sometimes you don't know.
You don't.
You have no idea. You have to sit with yourself and really ask yourself the hard questions and learn who you are, who you truly are, why you do what you do, if your intent is pure.
Mm-hmm. And what is your reference? Like, what is your checkpoint? Like, what am I measuring my heart being good on? Mm-hmm. Because I might think my heart is fine based off of what the world says.
Based off culture, right.
Based
and
off
not
culture.
Kingdom. Yeah.
So also taking it a step further as a believer.
What is
and
holding you accountable to a good heart?
What's the standard of a good heart?
Yeah.
Who sets the standard of a good heart?
Yeah.
If everyone is different, then who sets the standard on a good heart?
It goes back to the word. Yeah.
But for people who are, and I know we got some questions we're going to get into, but for people who don't believe, what is the world's standard to a good heart? Mm-hmm. Because you might think, opening the door for me, you're a good person. Mm-hmm. But for somebody else, they're like, I'm a germaphobe, so I don't open door.
Right.
I barely want to open the door for me.
That's how I feel about shaking hands.
So who's a good person?
Like, don't touch me.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you determine that? Uh-huh. I'm vegan. I think people who are, I'm not vegan, but I'm saying if somebody's like,
example,
I'm vegan and hurting animals is wrong.
It's like, well, I eat chicken.
I eat chicken.
Yeah.
So who's a good person? Mm-hmm. If we are all left to ourselves to determine what is good and what is evil,
we don't have any
then there
standard.
is no good and there is no evil.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Where do you base what is your base? Mm-hmm. And how do you know your base is right? Mm-hmm. Where's the proof?
Yeah.
Those are the questions, or those are the thoughts that I'm at, right? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And or why I know I'm where I'm supposed to be in my faith. Because it's like, outside of that, how do you know?
Yeah. Well, some of the fruit too, like, what are you producing? Yeah. What is the fruit? What is the environment? What is the mindset? Like, those things. I mean, those are basic things though. But like you said, the rules are, go back to the word of God.
I think everyone needs a base.
Yeah. The base is the word of God.
You need a foundation.
Yeah.
And it has been proven to work. Mm-hmm. It's not that it's just an idea.
Yeah.
It's been proven.
Yeah.
It's been proven to work. If people are getting, that's a whole nother deep thing. I'm about to go into a whole
like, I'll say it. What would you about to say?
Lord,
don't say it on the mic.
I won't say that. I was about to go down a whole rabbit hole, and that would have been rough. But I'm not doing that. But where is your base?
You gotta say it off the mic.
What is your base? What is your base? And how do you know that's right? Where's the proof in it? Where's the history in it? Where's the proof of concept? Like, where is that at?
Yeah.
I guess those are just where my thoughts are with the knowing.
Yeah. That's good.
Because you got to know.
You have to know.
You have to know.
For sure.
You can't, I think.
And sometimes it is that. It's like, well, I don't know. Oh my gosh, it's so hard. It's like, did God say that or not? Tell me. I need you to come down on the cloud, my brother.
I would really love that.
Be like, no.
I would really love for him to come down and be like, go do all.
Because I'll do it.
Because I swear to God, I'll do it.
And what's crazy is,
I swear I'll do it.
He did that.
For you?
No, I'm just saying, like, and people
100%.
still didn't do it. So he's like, I'm not doing that anymore. No, I did that. I was face to face with these people and they still had no faith. I was face to face with these people and they still didn't do what I told them to do. I'm not wasting my time with y'all 2023 people that ain't seen me for 2,000 years. I was here.
I was here.
They still messed up. I'm not coming down on a cloud.
Not for you. Not for you.
I get it.
But that was an example that John Bevere gave. He was like, you know how in the Bible it talks about like we're the bride, he's the groom, right? That's the analogy. And that's why marriage is such a sacred thing because it shows the relationship between us and Christ, right? But he was like, say a guy proposes to you and it's like the guy of your dreams and you're like, I'm so in love. He is everything. And he proposed to you and he goes, but on Tuesdays, I'm going to be with Keisha. Just on Tuesdays. But all the other days out of the week, I'm yours.
It's like, my man is your man is.
It's like, who would sign up for that?
Some people.
And that's the same way Christ looks at, like, that's the same between us. Is he full, like, are you fully his? Or is it like, I'm yours, but every third Sunday.
Yeah.
I'm going to try him out.
Yeah.
It's like who, would you accept that from a guy?
No.
Would a man accept that from a woman if he proposed to her and she was like, yeah, I love you. I'm going to be with you 360 days, but the other 5, I'm going to be with Tommy.
Yeah. And the people that do accept it have no peace. And you frustrated all the time and Lord.
It's just like fully, that's why that commit and submit, that's why we put that on the like it's not just a cool thing to say. Yeah. That's where we are.
Yep. And it's so crazy that this line came out because
at this time.
That is crazy. I almost forgot it was on the merch.
Commit
and submit. That's literally what we're going through right now.
But it's not just a slogan or a saying. It's a
lifestyle. Every day.
It has
every
to.
day.
It has to. Because if I take a day off.
What you about to say?
If I take a day off.
What?
If I take a day off.
I've gotten so much better at that though. I'm like, I don't care if I'm traveling. I don't care if I'm in Dubai. Baby, I went in that bathroom. I came out. My homegirl said, wow. I said, you were listening to me?
Get out of my business.
Stomping on the devil in Dubai. I said, I got to keep it up. I don't care where I'm at.
Sure.
You cannot take a day off. She said, wow, that was beautiful. I said, mind your business.
And once you say committed and submitted, it becomes a lifestyle because you just keep doing it every day.
And you want to do it because you know what it feels like without it. Because you know what it feels like without it. I was weeping the other day. Like, I cannot believe I've had a relationship with you for 7 months. I am 33. What was I doing? Previous to this?
For 32
frivolously,
years.
You was just gracing and mercy and grace. It still is.
Still.
You get what I'm saying? But for me to be so
oblivious.
Foolish. At least with the thug this time I knew.
You said at least I knew
I was in danger. Yeah. I got a little, you know what I'm saying?
But before you were like,
he convicted.
Let's go.
Just blind by so many things. Blind. You know.
But the same intensity that you feel that way about getting into a car with a dangerous guy or something is the same intensity I feel about that I didn't have any type of check on where my heart was. It's the same thing. It's just different, but it's the same thing. The same way that you were like, I'm just thinking it's no big deal. Yeah, you're just moving.
The situations you putting yourself in, the stuff you're doing.
Same thing. With my heart. Not just, it wasn't just going in cars, but it was like my heart oblivious.
Were you aware that your heart wasn't in the right place?
I didn't know what that was until it got to the right place. Like I didn't realize how much I had. My heart was moving here, there, just turning wherever it was pulled. So when God would pull it, it would go in his direction.
Got you.
You know, it was just, but it wasn't anchored. Like nothing
him.
is
Yeah,
moving
yeah.
this. No
Yeah.
offense.
Yeah.
No hurt.
Yeah.
No trial.
Yeah.
No affliction.
Yeah.
No disappointment. I started looking back on all of the things that have occurred in my life. And it's like, yes, any normal person would feel some type of way about those situations. Yes, absolutely. You're the only son you prayed for has 2 incurable diagnoses. Yes, that is hard to deal with.
All right, you guys, life moves fast. Starbucks Ready to Drink Coffee delivers an uplifting boost that helps you tune into the moments that matter wherever you are, y'all. Bottled Frappuccino chilled coffee drink is inspired by Starbucks cafe favorites and comes in 4 delicious flavors: mocha, vanilla, caramel, and coffee.
As a mom of 3, my hands are full and I'm always on the go. There's never enough time in the day to get all the things that I have done: groceries, shop, laundry, playing with the kids. That's why I love that I can grab a bottled Frappuccino chilled coffee drink and have my favorite Starbucks coffee ready when I am.
Y'all, for me, I am obsessed with the Starbucks Frappuccino chilled coffee drinks, especially the mocha flavor, y'all. It's so good. It's Starbucks coffee with a pop of flavor that makes my day so much better wherever I am. I love the range of Starbucks Ready to Drink coffee so much, you guys.
Whether I want to grab a Starbucks Frappuccino chilled coffee drink or a nitro cold brew, there's so many good choices for whatever mood I'm in.
Starbucks coffee, ready for right now. Shop the full lineup online or in store or wherever you buy your groceries. All right, you guys, back to the show.
Yes, it bothers me. Like being honest about that. Yes, it bothers me.
Yeah.
It bothers me that Caleb doesn't talk. That bothers me.
Yep.
Fix my heart. And I was fixing my behavior. I'm just choosing not to be mad. I'm choosing not to be hurt about
in this moment,
I'm
over
choosing
and over
to just
and over.
be okay with it.
Yep.
But my heart wasn't okay with
Yeah.
it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just making a decision.
Yeah.
Because we all have the
You're like,
ability.
and I truly don't feel like that. Like I am.
That hurts my feelings.
Yep.
And this is another reason why I knew my heart was changing. Because when the opportunity came where someone was offensive to my child, I wasn't upset. And that is my sensitive spot, is my children. And someone else's kid was rude to mine and unnecessarily. And so when that happened, I wasn't mad.
Wow.
My heart grieved.
Wow.
I'm sad that that child said that to my child. I'm sad that that child doesn't know.
Wow.
I'm sad that autism isn't talked about enough so that everyone has a conscious awareness of children that are not like
with
other
special
children.
needs. Yep.
It grieves me that people act weird around my kid.
Yeah.
It grieves me.
Opposed to
it angering me.
Yeah.
It grieves me.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't deserve that and God created him.
Yeah.
So you see what I'm saying? It was a different
feeling,
posture.
A different posture. Yeah.
I wasn't mad. That hurts.
Yeah.
It hurts that happened, but I'm not mad about it.
Yeah.
That sucks.
That's a good place to be though.
Absolutely.
It's freedom in that.
Absolutely.
That's freedom. That is freedom.
Absolutely it is. Because I would have been pissed about that and took it out on that person for a while.
Yeah.
I would have severed all type of because of how they handled it too. It was a lot of things involved in it, but how they handled it, I would have felt a way about that too.
It just rolled off.
It didn't roll off, but I wasn't angry.
Right.
And it wasn't something that I was constantly thinking about and trying to break down and analyze and working myself up about
all
it.
That.
It was like,
yeah.
God, that doesn't make me feel good.
Yeah.
So help me in this moment and help me if I'm supposed to say something, guide me on what to say.
Yeah.
And if not, take this feeling away from me.
Yeah.
Fix my heart so that it's not bothering me. And I pray those things in the moment.
100%. I mean, you have to.
And I feel the shift in the moment.
Yeah. I don't always feel the shift in the moment.
See, I do. Not all, and maybe not in every situation.
Yeah.
But in that moment, I definitely did.
Oh, good.
I definitely did.
Good.
But just little things like that. It doesn't.
I was about to say we got questions, but we could do it the next episode.
All of them.
Yeah, we over. I mean, this was a great conversation, though.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah.
Good.
Just do the work.
Do the work. It's so hard, y'all.
Yeah, it's not easy. It's not. It's not. It doesn't always feel good either. But it's worth it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's worth it. It's worth the experience that I'm having now in the moments where opportunities present itself and it could be bad and it's not bad. And I'm at peace and I'm not bothered and I'm not stressed or worried or anxious. I can sleep.
Good.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's worth that.
Good. It's worth peace.
It's worth that.
Yeah. Yeah.
If I gotta check my
freedom.
heart every
Thank
5
you,
seconds,
Lord.
then I gotta check it.
Yeah. Do you feel like that's something, real quick before we go, do you feel like that's something that is like a forever thing, or God can just deliver from it? I'm not even saying with you. I'm saying in general. Things that people are working on, even things that I'm working on. I'm like, is this a forever, ever, like, good Lord?
I don't know
like
if feelings are forever, but I think practices are.
Yeah.
And I think that
because the situations will change, the problems will change.
The root will always be the root, but it will manifest itself in different ways.
Yeah.
So if you focus on behavior, you'll attach it to a situation. So it's like, oh, in this situation, I do this. Instead of being like, my heart is in a direction, and so I apply it to everything, not just this. I apply it in all ways. So it's a forever practice. It's doing, like, if you every single day wake up every single day at the same time every day and do the same thing routinely, you won't even have to look at the clock to know what time to do stuff. You're
just already doing it.
Do it.
Yeah.
So
it's a practice until it's who you are.
Yes. And I think your recovery time quickens as you practice more.
Yeah.
So the more that I practice it, the shorter the time from being bothered to not being bothered, the shorter that time is.
Yeah.
And there are some situations where, dang, this is going to be one of them days. I'm not, like, I got to give myself grace today because I'm just not feeling it. You know what I mean? You have some of those days, but I believe that as I continue to practice every day and I commit to practice these practices, checking my heart, praying, staying devoted, staying in my work, like doing certain things, working out, going to therapy, adding the eating right, drinking water.
The physical aspect of it.
That's important.
Yep.
God told me the other day, you don't put nothing in your mouth before water.
Yep.
Nothing goes in your mouth before water.
Yep.
You wake up, you drink water. You don't go coffee. You know, I was grabbing all types of wild stuff in the morning.
Candy, gum,
Biscoff. It's like, relax.
You ain't brushed your teeth yet.
So just being obedient in little ways and practicing it in little ways, in all ways, I think it shortens that, because you're human. You're going to feel things. You're going to feel uncomfortable. You're going to have the opportunity to feel scared. You're going to have the opportunity to feel stressed. You're going to have those opportunities are going to present themselves. What you do with those opportunities is how you determine your recovery.
Yep, and the outcome.
And the outcome of it.
Yeah.
But it's on you to determine that. It's on you to decide, you know what? I've had enough. This is not going
working for me. This is not going
and this is not, I'm not going to die on this.
Yeah.
Not this.
Yeah.
I'm going to die. I'm not doing that because that's something that can be fixed. You know what I'm saying? And so I think it shortens. Yeah. I think it shortens the time.
Yeah.
I really do. I see it working.
Good.
You know what I mean? So.
Good. This was a good episode. Oh, we got another one.
Questions. We can just go through the questions.
No.
Because we didn't get to none of them.
Next episode.
But yeah. I would recommend for anybody that's trying to start that process, start a routine. Like, have a schedule.
And give it time.
Yeah.
People be praying for 2 days and being like, I didn't hear God. Well, yeah.
It needs to be.
You get what I'm saying? Like, give the routine time.
Just like working out. You can't expect to have abs when you have rolls in 2 days.
I'm like, I've been eating right for 2 days. Come on now. Like,
And that in and of itself is a whole
it's so hard.
other analogy, which is crazy. But it's like you have to work out and eat well.
Consistently.
It's not.
You had a smoothie and a salad for a week and you want hardcore bodybuilder abs and now you back at Chipotle? It's like, yeah, you still have a gut. Yeah.
Or you're doing things or you're obtaining results artificially.
What you mean?
Like you want a fit body, right? But you won't work out.
Right.
And you
Foolish.
But you'll go get the body artificially and not know all the things like
that come with
diet pills and this and doing the you don't know what you're doing to yourself.
Making it worse. It's just a Band-Aid. Putting the Band-Aid on it. Yeah.
It's eat consistent.
Do the work.
Consistently.
You know what to do.
Consistently.
Yeah.
Don't try to find it artificially.
Yeah.
Just be consistent. Be consistent. Build a schedule. I'm going to wake up at this time. I'm going to do this. A schedule isn't a bad thing. It's not bondage. People, I feel like.
And you can change it.
And you can change it if
it doesn't work.
Be like, actually, I want to work out on Thursdays at night and not in the morning. That's fine too. But just a schedule keeps you accountable.
Yeah.
Having a planned out, this is what I'm going to do today. It just keeps you accountable.
Some type
of
goal.
To-do list. Yeah, it just keeps you accountable. That's all. So I would say build some type of structure for your everyday life and try to stay committed to that for 30 days. Just stay 30 days and just stay committed. Don't fluctuate in and out. And if you mess up, start the 30 days over again.
No matter how you feel too.
No
that's
matter
the main
how
thing.
you feel.
Even when you don't feel like doing it, that's when you really have to do it.
And that's when you'll probably get the best results.
Yep.
It's when you really don't feel like doing it.
Yep.
Because when it hurts the most, that's when you're getting the results. When it hurts. That's how you know it's working. And you push through. It's no different than working out. Same thing.
We didn't do what you know for sure. What do you say no to for sure?
Jesus.
On the last episode.
They're screaming at us.
They're like, we don't care. No, I'm just kidding. Yes, y'all do. No.
Talk about consistency. Y'all
right.
Y'all can't even consistent saying we're back.
Y'all can't even start. We're back. Talking about make a routine. Make a routine. Go back and see how many episodes we done missed.
You're back, and what do you know for sure?
And what do you know for sure? Okay, let's do it on this one.
Which one? You're back?
We did You're back. At the beginning of this one, but not the other one.
I thought we did it on the last one. We did on the other one. We're back.
We did.
Go ahead.
What do you know for sure?
What do you know for sure?
What do I know for sure? What do I know for sure? What am I saying no to for sure? Back on my routine. I got to get back on my health tip. Oh my gosh, I fell off again. Getting back. No. I'm about to do another fast though. So that'll get me back in like the swing of it.
Yeah.
No more cheating. What do I know for sure? It's imperative to change your heart. Change your heart. Change your heart posture. I know that for sure. That's my no.
So good. Yeah, I would probably say that. Piggyback off of that. The heart posture is everything. Like it is.
What is the intent? Why are you doing that?
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
And is this pleasing to the one that you are trying to please?
God.
Who are you trying to please? And is this pleasing to him? If it is, then great, cool. If it's not,
then why are you doing it? Yeah.
Check it. Heart posture is everything. And in it, the attention to the heart posture, you will be able to identify who you really are. And what am I saying no to? I am same thing. I am not allowing my heart to be in any other direction. Like I am anchored. So if it tries, the answer is no.
To waver.
No. It's not going nowhere.
That's good.
It can't. One more tear and it's off.
One more tear and I'm out of here.
One more tear and this thing is.
All right.
You said, well,
Yeah, we could do a tear or two. It's just we gotta make it through it.
no more tears. I'm sticking.
No, that's good.
I want to be 58 and be like at 33.
For
or
sure.
8. I want to be like 90 and be like at 33.
Yeah, not 58.
Yeah, that's only down the street.
That's tomorrow.
That's literally next week. But I want to be like at my old age.
Like, I remember when I anchored my heart at 33.
I anchored myself at 33.
That's how I'm gonna be. Ooh, I'm gonna tell all my Jesus stories. Ooh, winter of 2022.
Oh.
I found the Lord.
You said I'll never turn it back.
I'm never going back to my ways. I am yours forever, Father.
That's how you look.
That's how I'll be weeping. Mm-hmm. That's not a game.
You said,
that is the I don't give a flying.
I'd be in my car praying and close my eyes, and that is so dangerous. I'd be so caught because I'd be so caught up, and I'll go like this. I'm like, oh Jesus, all
right, we love you guys. We can go off on a whole nother tangent.
See you next time.
See you next time.
Don't forget the merch.
Welcome to the Know For Sure. I mean, thank you for watching the Know For Sure podcast.
Yeah, welcome.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in to the Know For Sure podcast. Make sure you keep the conversation going and use our hashtag KnowForSurePod.
Yes, we want to see you guys share the hashtag KnowForSurePod on all social media platforms. We want to keep the conversation going.
And follow us on all social media platforms, Instagram and Twitter, KnowForSurePod.